Welcome back, people. Jason Walker 34 here, back with another episode of Gold Mining Simulator. We're back here in our normal difficulty playthrough, and it is officially, let's see, let's move this over here because we need to be able to see, day 13, 6 a.m. in the morning. I just slept. We just finished our massive clean out from several days worth of digging. Like, several days worth of digging. I ended up getting rid of the Cordelius remote conveyor belt because I was under the impression that the dump truck would be a better fit for Old Arnold's parcel at the very least because it's faster. I might get the Cordelius later at a later date whenever I'm like moved to Rivertown possibly. Maybe. I don't know yet. I know I just turned in all the magnetite I had mined so far on this normal difficulty because I've never turned in any magnetite throughout this normal difficulty. I don't think I've ever turned any in, so we can use that to actually upgrade some of this. Okay, so I got 20,000 left. It doesn't change while I'm in this menu. Okay. Well, we got the max, the cost, and the time. I've already put in my daily limit, so we're good to go. Now we're going to bump it up to 12 times speed so we can smelt these 2 bars down. We've already got 2 bars already over there in the UTB. So we just got to wait for both of the bars to be smelted. Then I'll run one. When I get one, I'll put it on the ground here, and then I'll make another one. Or, well, as soon as this first one's done, I'll make it the other one. Is that a doorbell right there, I wonder? I'm curious, is that... I think that's what that is. I've always been curious what this was. It looks like a doorbell almost. Okay, so we've got... I've put all the gold I had past my my window of how much I'm able to actually do. Because with the first upgrade, if you don't have the max amount of gold upgrade, you're only able to smelt like 500 and something, like 550, I think, grams. With this, you're able to smelt over almost 2,000 to 3,000, I think. I'm not really sure. It's like, I'm not really sure exactly how much this is. Okay, so we gotta eat ourselves back over here so we could grab that other bar. So we can slow the time back down so we don't lose too much of our daytime hours. I would prefer not to lose a lot of my daytime hours. I've already processed all the dirt that I had, which was several buckets worth. I didn't actually fill up all of my buckets, but I did fill up enough to get a lot of gold. Well over 5,000 grams, like 5,347 something grams, I think. So we've got a lot of gold here. We're gonna check the price and see if the price is at a good point yet. I'm hoping it is, because honestly, I've got 4 bars here that I really want to sell. I'm keeping the UTV here so I can use it kind of like a gold basket. I guess I'll have to run over here to get my truck back. I'm running. Running, 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 run, 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 run. Now I gotta go put this magnetite collection trailer back in the shop, back in the shop over here, so it's back in it where it belongs. Now let's back this up in here now. Oop, shit. I'm gonna get stuck. Nope.
I'm back. You there?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, now let's unplug this and we can get started back around and put this truck back around where it belongs. So for bucket collection.
A collection.
Gotta have somewhere to throw all the full buckets.
Nah, fuck that. Dude, I can't wait for Out of War to get its modding support.
Oh god. I'm actually kind of scared about that, honestly.
I'm not. Because eventually when they come out with the drag lines, I wonder what drag lines people are going to come up with.
I'm a little worried about that, honestly, because most people don't actually know what they're doing when they're modding. Some people do, but most people don't. They just make half-assed mods. Remember Stormworks? People made a bunch of... Yeah, if you ever saw the workshop thing for that.
Well, half of the mods on there work.
Half of them are, like, most of them are extremely complicated. But
Yeah,
that's kind of
for
the
people
point.
with little brains. Well, at least I was actually able to build somewhat of a vehicle on there. Hey, actually, my boat actually survived a tsunami somehow. I'm kind of surprised about that still.
Well, that's good. Anyways, let's
No, the
get...
air filter was halfway underwater and somehow it was still sucking air.
So
No, that was the exhaust. No, that was the exhaust. The air filter was actually like... This was before the space DLC, so it's... There wasn't like any... Like where you could get rid of the vacuum air. Where you suffocate. But yeah.
Can't wait for the multiplayer in that game to be up and running.
Out of War?
No,
Nah,
Warbound.
Yeah, sorry. I was like, which one?
Damn it! Come on! I'm too short. Yes, I've done all of this digging over the last several hours. Most of this was done today. All of this over here, and this little lump over here was done today. A big portion of this area was dug out today.
Is it on your Xbox save that you have like the old Arnold mine?
Yeah, I did that. I did all that on Xbox. I did that all with the loader. Like all of it.
Oh, really?
I did it all with the loader. I'm honestly surprised I managed to get that much dug with just a loader, but still, I did. I did.
Yeah, no.
I dug out like half of old Arnold's parts with nothing but a loader on console, so... and all while having a ridiculously a big loan to pay
A
off.
loan?
I had a
How
big
big
loan.
was the loan when you took it out?
I
That's
think
the real question.
it was a loan that covered the purchase of the conveyor belt box and conveyor
So that was
belt,
at least $100,000. So
plus the water tower. That was
it's
another
another
100,
150,000.
and then whatever else I needed at the time. So I got a little bit extra, so I could.
If you didn't already have the dump truck, that would have been like $100,000 right there, almost.
So I think I got the dump truck at a later date because I used the front loader for a while.
Yeah.
This dump truck may not hold as much as the Cordelius, but it's faster and more stable, so I can actually drive faster with it and get the dirt to the wash plant faster. Dirt.
Dirt.
Let's go to the wash plant. Time to start the whole process over again. The process was long and tedious, but we managed to get a shitload of gold, and we got several days worth of.
I have a shovel.
Do you now? Watch for the
Yeah.
orcs underground. The orcs in the ground.
Yeah, I know. I've experienced them already.
Dumpy dumpy.
Dump, 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 da dump, dump, da dump.
Luckily, the mechanic is hard at work repairing.
Dude,
some.
I'm still surprised how you still got that motherfucker. God, he was a bitch to get on my original save until they updated the game.
I just managed to get him randomly. I think it's a random chance, but he's a much rarer version of character to worker to spawn. But it's still worth it because now if I actually were to literally just sleep for like 4 or 5 days, which honestly I probably won't do that because honestly that's a massive waste of money. But still, it would repair. He would be able to repair most of all the stuff that I have here.
Yeah.
I've only gone up 1% on the friggin' hog pan worker. I want to get him to level 2 so I can have up to 4 mats on it.
Yeah.
And I want to get this guy to level 2 so I can put one more bucket in the grate cleanup.
Yeah. Honestly, I got that on my other save that I have, but I just started a new one, but I didn't really understand how that would work unless you have all the other workers.
What do you mean?
Because, like, I don't have the sluice box workers, the other two for the mats, where it would auto unplace them, because I keep getting workers for, like, the excavator, fucking... No, I sold the mobile wash. But I'm also getting, like, I got an overseer, I have one sluice box worker for the mats. I still need to level him up. And then I have
Only thing I'm hoping for
the
I've
other
already
sluice
got
box and the excavator.
I just need one more sluice hand worker, 2 sluice boxes, and that's it. After that,
Yeah.
the workers I want.
Honestly, the one that I will recommend would probably be like, what's the name? Mainly the mechanic and the overseer.
Doesn't the
I know the overseer
friggin' let you know when something breaks down?
No. The overseer also helps you with your crew and make them work better, I believe, if you upgrade them. But he also highlights parts that are about to break as well for his first level. But he's also very good to have at the same time.
He's also extremely expensive.
Yeah, I had like 1,000 something from my original crew cost, and I hired him, and let's just say I went up to 2,000.
Yeah. The overseer is probably one of the most expensive crew members to actually have. He's probably one of the most expensive ones.
He really is.
We need to fill in the audience here on the whole fact that there is actually confirmed of a gold mining simulator 2 now. That's been confirmed. Release date's not a thing yet, but still, they are in development of a thing. Playtest has been approved or whatever, announced. So, and if you want that, make sure you go out there and actually get that. Request that playtest if you want. Now, I can't guarantee an immediate response because honestly, a lot of people have gone unanswered, but that's probably because there's no telling how many people have requested a damn playtest. The freaking several thousands of people have probably requested one.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Like how many people? Probably several thousands of people all at once, most likely all at fucking once. Or at the very least, all within a very short duration of time. I actually really like this system. The Cordelius was nice, but the dump truck's better for me because I guess if I had, if this was in the second game where you had more people, you could have more than one or something, and then you have two people with two different remote conveyors because you have two different people with two different remotes, so they'd have their own belt machines. I just wonder what's going to differ in the second game. Are they going to actually give us a dredge in the second game? That'd be great.
Do you want a dredge in every fucking game?
I haven't seen a dredge from a mining game yet. Not in Gold Hunter, even though it's in the thing, but that's just because he's all by himself in the development. But still. Main thing I wish they would do is put a freaking light on the bucket of this excavator. Or on the arm.
They do.
No, I'm talking like
it's not very bright.
Right near the bucket, like right.
Oh yeah, the bucket. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I want like a light or something, like a headlight pointing right at the bucket, so that you can actually see down in your hole where you're digging. You can actually see.
Well, that's what you do when that happens. You put a light down there, and then you just plug it in. And just turn it on with the generator. That's like all I did.
Bruh, you're gonna just throw a freaking light down the hole and watch it flip over, and you're gonna try to get it to stand up straight, but it's gonna be
on my game, I never had to have them stand up for me to plug them in. I can even move them while they're plugged in.
You don't have to stand up, but still. I would probably,
still what?
If I wanted fucking light, I would just buy that freaking spotlight trailer and just park that bitch over here. And just
that's actually very good.
Because it's a gas powered generator, so technically that would be a better choice.
The only problem I've had with it is this was also very long ago. The battery used to fucking always explode on that thing.
Are you fucking shitting me?
No, I'm not shitting you.
The battery literally exploded? Wow. That's definitely a problem right there. That's a safety hazard. Warning! Batteries are known to explode upon activation. Be careful and stand back. Use a remote control or something before you attempt to turn it on. Or risk death by electrocution. I just like the fact that I actually managed to get the mechanic. I haven't seen the mechanic yet, not on my Xbox playthrough. I haven't seen him yet, but I'm glad I finally managed to get him because that's extremely helpful for me. I don't really care to have any of the workers that work on like the watch plant or the trommel. I don't really care to have those because honestly, personally, I don't believe they really help all that much. They might help like a tiny bit, but in the overall spec of things, they don't help that much. Like the thing where it helps you to avoid breakdowns with the mechanic, that's not really necessary because the guy's just going to help. It's going to repair all the parts, so the breakdowns probably won't happen anyways. So I don't see the point in having those. They might make the machine operate a little faster, but I don't really see the point in that. I wonder if there is another worker available. Because I did sleep, so... And since I hadn't processed any dirt for several days, I didn't have to pay any provisional rent. So any gold that I collected was usually from giant nuggets, which thankfully you don't actually have to pay provisional rent on nuggets. Kind of surprised about that, but still. Kind of thankful you don't have to pay provisional rent on giant nuggets, because that would be ridiculously sad. You'd have to pay you'd get 400 grams or something from one small nugget, and it's like, yep, you gotta pay a pretty good portion of that to me. I think the only person that in all of the freaking Gold Rush series that I felt like really was really popular with the show was Tony Beats. I liked his little setup. His setup was very industrialist. He had a massive operation that literally was there to mine gold, and that was it. He wasn't there to make friends or anything else. He was there to mine gold. Holy crap, moly! My excavator is hanging on by a thread. I need to move that thing back a little bit, or risk I'm gonna end up falling off in that hole. I'll have to move that excavator around so I can get that other stuff on the side.
Sorry about that, my food got ready. So I'm back again.
I know probably the next main upgrade I really want to get is probably going to be the old Arnold's trommel. Would probably be the next main upgrade I could probably easily get. It'd be good for me to have that.
The D-rockers, if you want to pull.
I have the basic wash plant, not the D-rocker. That's one of the things I wanted to get, but I felt like it would help me pull out more gold out of the ground. I paid for almost the entirety of the Tier 3 setup just with the little mini excavator and that freaking that little mini wash plant, because I mined out the entire hog pen area with that. I managed to pay for the entire freaking whole setup, all the machinery, transportation, all the hay cables and everything. Got it all set up. It took me a short time to get it all set up, but I did. I think that's covered in what, episodes 2, 3, something like that. I'm not exactly sure what episode that's covered in, but I know it's covered. Well, I guess it is about time for me to literally just sleep for several days and pray that the worker there can get most of the stuff done. Hmm? Why the hell did that guy leave? Did that guy just... Did it say that somebody literally left? Bruh. I want to say, why would the hell would he leave? That's a mood. And no. I'm not gonna let nobody leave. I literally save and just keep backloading every time somebody tries to leave or tries to quit. At least I have him now, so... An overseer. That's not bad every day, but still. Status notification part reaches 0.3 performance, adds yellow version of outline when that below not yet destroyed, adds red gold ray over destroyed machinery to the noticeable easier from far away, increases the view distance of destroyed on almost destroyed part to 2.5 times, increases the chance of bear attacking the gales. As notification when any part of Wash Planet system is full, decreases chance of bear attack by 1. Why would I be worried about a bear attack, huh?
Because you have random events that can happen.
True. Wait, do I even have those turned on? I think I do. Random events enabled. I'm just checking all the workers and just seeing which workers I can get via just loading, save, load, save, load, save. Just see which ones I can actually manage to get the game to give me, because I just want to know if I can actually manage to find a sluice box worker for the sluice box. If I can do that, that'd be great. Look, I got 2 workers for the sluice boxes. I don't have to worry about those no more. Yay! Trust me, I have more than enough money to work, and even if I don't, I'm not gonna let my daily pay get that damn high. I just want just the sluice box workers for those up there. If I could get that,
The
it'd be
funniest
good.
thing I've seen was I think it was Dre or Gray that somehow got like 10K worth of workers.
Holy
Because
shit!
This was before workers actually did anything except for making you gold.
Oh god, yeah.
and he broke the shit out of it.
What'd he do? Did he just have so many
He had
workers at the
so many workers that the game broke in where he didn't have to pay any of his workers for like multiple days straight. I don't know how the fuck he managed that, but I don't know.
I wonder what's on sale. There's a lot of sales going on.
Yeah. What, on Steam?
No.
Oh.
These in-game notifications of something that's on sale. Let me see. Is there a sale? Does it say? I don't see anything. I'll have to probably have to actually go to the shop. Let me check the worker real quick. Let's see what that worker is. Click. Damn it.
Her piggy. Here, Mr. Oink Oink.
Go after that damn boar.
I did.
Yeah. Kill that boar, bro.
Yeah, I've been literally just cooking stuff for fucking meat to have a bunch of healing items. I have 30 cooked boar meat.
Nope. That's not what I want.
What?
Backload again.
Backload again.
I got an excavator worker that time. I'm like, nope, I don't need that.
How are you able to just backload and fucking, like, what are you doing?
Well, whenever I get a worker that I want, I hire that worker and then I save. And then
what, you just repeatedly reload your save?
Just to see if I can get the worker I want, which so far I have not actually gotten the worker I wanted. Which means I have to backload constantly. Technically, I don't have to do this. I could just literally do it the normal way and just sleep for several days. But I don't want to waste money like that because this money was already hard as shit to actually get. Because
I was about to say, is it not hard as shit to fucking just get that fucking money to fucking be able to do that?
Yeah, probably so. Alright, so I've done the whole worker thing enough times, so I got one worker for every important piece. I got a duplex jig worker that I can switch between these two if I want. So I can go down here and put the spare bucket on the other spare position down here. And I've got enough buckets down here to run for a long time. The last bucket is always for this right here. That way I can have a bucket there. Now I just gotta upgrade these hog pen workers so I can get these other two mats on here so I can have enough mats to exchange the full mats out with so that I can then therefore have enough be able to run a whole second system by simply just moving the workers around. And then I can run a whole nother system. Anyways, now let us get started. I need to go out here and grab more dirt with from the thing, and all those days worth of from trying to find those workers has given the mechanic plenty of time to repair everything across the entirety of the claim. All the parts that were nearly broken are now completely fixed. Now, we just backed up a little bit so we could start drilling off of this large thing here that I had the excavator sitting on. I'm just going to extend down. Guess we'll have to start up high and then work our way down. Bucket. Alright, now we go grab this, scrape off that side. Oh man, I lost it. Alrighty, now we're well on our way to getting enough good gold, enough dirt to start a. Well, we got all the workers we need to start making more gold now. Although we will most likely have to start processing gold daily in order to. Let me check my time, make sure that setting's been turned back down to 1 times. Okay, good. Now, this is how I'm going to be working for the next several days. Is just simply back and forthing it with the dump truck here, as we slowly encompass the rest of the area and start excavating a very large portion of this area, where it's just slowly scraped back until we need to move over to another section and just scrape away that too. Eventually, with time, hopefully we will be able to make enough money to potentially buy out Rivertown. If I can buy out Rivertown, that'd be great. Well, let's go ahead and turn this on. Water. Now, we'll just simply work this, because the mechanic's going to slowly start fixing everything. But since I gave him several days, seeing as how I mowed through like 7, 8 days of autumn, I've only got less than a week at best of time. A week and a half. Like 12 days, 14 days technically till the end of the season. So I have 12 days to make literally as much gold as possible. And on that last day, the very last day, well, probably the last 2 days of the season, I'll start slowly taking stuff apart, picking up all these hoses and getting everything moved away. At the very least, all the cabling and hoses will be picked up. All the parts, all these machinery and all that, will most likely be left out because it'll only take like a day or two for the mechanic to fix everything, so. See, this is the good thing about having a mechanic. That means you don't have to put away anything. You can literally leave everything out. All you have to do is pick up all of them hoses and cabling and stuff them in your workshop. Or your shed over there. I was honestly curious because I had seen this house thing here, but I didn't see this shop here. I wonder if this shop is bigger than the other ones. Is it bigger? Yep, it definitely is. This shop up here is definitely a hell of a lot bigger. That shop is massive. There's even there's right there. All these shops are the same size, I think. I'm not really sure. Is the White Valley's freaking shop bigger? I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Then you have the normal wash plant zone, so technically you don't have to use the gold beast here, but you can. Or the orange beast. Shit, keep mispronouncing it, but whatever. Now, we're still over here. We still got a lot of time here, a lot of water here, so we're good. So I have several days before the next season, season 2, or the second season, which looks like it's just my episode here to update you on everything has happened recently. The fact that I made a significant amount of progress here, and I made a lot of money. Used a lot of the money to buy a fairly large portion. Alright, so we're going to stop that now. We're going to go back out and grab another bucket. Why do I actually hit the wrong button? Anyway, let's get back out here and grab another load of dirt. Because honestly, I'm doing very well with just the dump truck alone. The Cordelius was honestly just a tad slow. If it was a bit faster, had more traction, it would be much better. It doesn't even have to have bigger storage. It just needs to be a little bit more efficient with its movement, so it doesn't slip and slide all over the place. Well, honestly, the sliding's not really the problem. It's just the fact that it's so damn slow that even with the sliding, it can bear it. As far as I'm concerned, my time using it felt like it had trouble actually climbing up smaller hills. Even just really small hills still, apparently, it looked like it was having trouble, honestly. I could be mistaken, though. So I'm going to bucket up plenty of dirt. So on the third to last day, basically, what I guess you'd say day 9. I guess you could say. On day 9, I will go around. I will start my washout of all the gold collected between now and then I'll sell all that gold. Because at the end of the year, the sales are usually really good at the end of the year for any equipment you want to get next year. The sales are usually really good the closer to the end of the year you get. that's why I'm going to work really hard to try to get as much money as possible between now and then, so I can hopefully put some of my equipment, replace some of my equipment next year. Because I haven't been able to actually get enough money this year to actually do any major improvements aside from being able to buy a. Hopefully, I'm hoping I'm be able to get enough money to buy one of these, buy my own version of this, so I don't have to pay that ridiculous lease every day, the lease on that thing. Alright, let's go. Back around to the wash plant with the dirt. Dirt has been acquired. Let us go. Hank. I know this area right here usually has some pretty decent gold in it, so I'm gonna try to get down to that soon. Womp. I'm gonna just back up and dump all this dirt in here. Now we're gonna go get another load so we can run for a good bit longer here. Seeing as how it doesn't take me very long to fill this thing, I'm gonna go get another load here so we can run the wash plant for a little bit longer. And hopefully we'll get one full exchange worth of dirt. I honestly kind of wish there was a worker that you could put on like the gold nugget gator. Yeah. How do you say that? Gold nuggetator? Ugh. I can't say the word. Nuggetator. Dang, how do you say that damn word? I need to try to figure out how the hell that shit's pronounced so I don't make myself look like an idiot. Which I'm already doing that, but still. He must not be here right now. I think he had to go to a phone call, that, or I think he's eating. I'm not sure. I'm lucky this damn thing's not mine. This is just a loaned leased item, so that the teeth on this thing really don't matter. But I just need them to last until I can actually get enough money to replace this thing with one of my own. Onwards. Time to start up the wash plant. Now that the plant has been officially relayed for the next several days, I'm going to be just digging constantly. So now that that's done, the plant has been relayed. So whenever it's time for me to start processing all this gold, I will most likely catch y'all up in another episode. The next episode will most likely cover the gold clean out and the tear down of all the equipment, so that because it'll be that time for us to Yeah, it'll be that time for us to start working, like taking all these houses down and stuff. So yeah, if you like this episode of Gold Mining Simulator, episode 9, please do leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you again in the next one. Peace.